welcome back to a new episode on my channel. In today's video, I'm excited to share my experience of trying out a new brand of oil pastels for the first time. And it's the Sennelier's set of 24 landscape colors. I'm familiar with the brand of Sennelier. I use their oil paints on my canvases. But I was always curious about their oil pastels. So in today's video, I'm excited to open this new set with you all, swatch out a few colors to get a sense of the ease of application and blending. And then I'll create an art demo in time lapse using this set for the first time. So let's jump right in. So a little bit about how I got my hands on this set of 24 oil pastels by Sennelier, the landscape set, is when my friend was visiting from the US. I happened to show her some of my work that I've been doing in terms of printing the Fleeting Florals collection. These are little greeting cards that you can use to stick outside wrapped gifts or even just hand them out as birthday greetings and cards. I usually give them with matching envelopes if possible, and she took a stash of these from me, and in exchange I got this from her, and we ordered it together from the India Amazon, and it was at a 33% off, so it was on a great deal during that time. So fairly happy with the whole barter. Reference of all the 120 colors that they offer in oil pastels. It's good to know this. And this little booklet, again detailing out their products, oil paints, soft pastels, additives, acrylics, watercolors. And I really appreciate brands that do this and have a booklet of information of their products, pigments and paints. I'm having a moment just taking in the beauty of these oil pastels. I'm just going to pick out a few colors that I'm drawn to. So the way to identify each of these oil pastel sticks is by the number. So this is number 16, and the details of the pigments are, this is a combination of PG17, pigment black 8, 9 and PW6 or titanium white. I'll just pick out a few of these. I love this muted violet. It's called violet ochre. So even the name is written here, and this is a mix of PW6 and PR101. Who would have thought? So now I'm just going to familiarize myself with these oil pastels because it's a new brand for me. Swatch out a few of these colors to get a sense of the quality and ease of application and blending. So they blend really well because they're so buttery and smooth. I'm just going to put these reds aside because they're both seeming tinted or darker shade versions of one another. So I'm just going to probably dip into a ochre. So this is raw sienna. That is a beautiful raw sienna. Probably I'll try out some different colors on this darker paper. Yeah, I think let's try 6 of these on this. it's going to take a little bit of getting used to the real soft texture of these oil pastels. I honestly really enjoy Montmartre and Mungyo and even Brustro for that matter. And they're all at different price points. Of course, Sennelier is the most expensive. And I must say, I do really enjoy all the other brands that I have, and I constantly keep using them. However, if you're planning to sell your artworks professionally, it always helps to know the quality of the pigments in a little bit more in depth, like light fast ratings. I think next what I'll do is I'll just show you the end result of swatching them out like I've done before on my catalog sheets, and we'll just spend 1 minute once I've done that on just reviewing the colors all together, and then we'll head straight to the landscape painting. Alright, so this is the final swatch card, and I'm going to write out the names and the pigment details, the opacity and the transparency. But first thoughts right off the bat when I've completed this exercise is that one, it's got a beautiful set of colors put together in this set. I absolutely am in awe of the thin layer of highly pigmented oil pastel that can form with this brand. I'm not sure if you can see when I tilt the page sideways, the sheen that it has on each of these swatch areas. So this is how the final swatch card looks, with the number of the oil pastel and the name and the pigments that go into each of these colors, along with the opacity or transparency information as well as the light fast ratings. I've rearranged the oil pastels in this box as per this swatch card, and with the greens and yellows in the bottom row and the reds and blues above. Also, I just rounded off each of the 24 oil pastels that come in this set with a circle to identify them easily on this extended legend that comes with the set. So the other thing is, while swatching, I felt some of these colors initially were showing up two different tones, one a lighter tone and one a darker tone when swatching. And I think it's clearer now because most of these colors that had these dual tones going on were transparent colors, like the cinnabar green deep and the cinnabar yellow brown. And you can see that it forms two tones for these colors. Similarly for chromium green light, though it's not so obvious in this swatch. So if you're thinking what I'm doing with my existing oil pastel brands that I already have, I'm very much using these, and I will continue to do so. In fact, I have framed some of my original oil pastels. Both of these were done with the Montmartre Natural Hues collection, which I absolutely love, and along with some other little artworks that I've done in 2025, I put together this printed calendar for 2026. So this carries the artworks that I'd done, starting out with oil pastels first last year. So yes, I'll very much be continuing to use my other brands of oil pastels too. And probably for commission and original oil pastels for sale, I'll start using the Sennelier. For this artwork, I'm thinking of using the toned Mungyo sheet, and I plan to recreate in my own way Paul Bell's Heavy Sky, which is an original oil painting. And for that, I'm going to use a pearl toned sheet from here, as I think it'll do justice to the composition of Heavy Skies. with those final touches, I'm done with this demo. I hope you'll enjoy this session where I've tried out Sennelier's Oil Pastels, the 24 set of landscape for the first time. And just before I sign off, I want to share a small update on two other things. One is the Cool Palette Neocolor II sketchbook. I've started to add some compositions to this sketchbook too. I like to maintain a continuity through my videos so that they don't appear standalone and whimsical in that sense. And I'd be happy to keep updating you on how the sketchbooks for Neocolor II warm and cool palettes are going. And the second thing is, 2 videos back I shared my 2025 favorite watercolor supplies, and I had shared with you how I would want to start curating a seasonal palette using the existing watercolors that I have. So I've been working behind the scenes on the same, and very shortly you should be able to see a video where I share the curated sets of 6 to 7 colors for each season. So that's coming up soon. I had so much fun using the Sennelier Oil Pastels for the first time. I hope you all enjoyed it too. I'm super grateful to all of you who've been commenting and engaging and liking my previous videos. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, happy painting!